Here are 10 makeup tips I wish I knew earlier. Blend foundation with your fingers to achieve a supernatural skin-like finish. To really set your base, spray your sponge with some finishing or setting spray. Your base is going to blend even more flawlessly and last a lot longer. I'm blending around the under eye area because we want to use less product to minimize creasing. If your brow wax comes in a jar, avoid double dipping. Instead, scoop some product out to work with. Marinate your concealer so you can use less product while still getting a full coverage. Spray finishing spray between every step, especially if you like to do your skin first. It keeps the skin looking fresh for hours and the base just looks soft and airbrushed. If your eyeliner smudges easily, set it with some dark eyeshadow or put some powder in this area where eyeliner usually bleeds. For eyes with epicanthic folds, apply inner corner eyeliner on the lower lash line. To brighten and open up the eyes, place highlight in this divot here. I like to bring it up and down into the lower lash line. When setting your makeup, go one step further by drenching your sponge with setting spray, tapping gently to melt the makeup into your skin.
Here's 10 tips that I wish I knew earlier. Cleaning the skin with a liquid exfoliant before applying your makeup. This helps remove dead skin cells, dry bits, and means that you have a flawless base. Before applying foundation, spray your face with a setting spray. This will help your foundation last a lot longer. Letting your concealer settle before blending makes you use less product and gives you more coverage. Instead of applying cream bronzer directly onto the skin, apply it on your hand to warm up the product, and this will give you a seamless blend. Using powder puffs to set the under eye is life-changing. You'll have the most flawless under eyes. Pinching your brush when contouring your nose, creating a small soft line across it, gives you that cute button nose. Using a fan brush to bronze can create the illusion of having really defined cheekbones. If you find it hard to create a liner, use a tweezer to measure the outer corner and the inner corner of your eye to give you a very symmetrical liner. Applying a small amount of glue on top of the lash band, pinching them for 5 seconds can give you an instant eye lift. To find the perfect shape for your lips, bend your lips together, line your cupid's bow and the bottom lip, let go, and you'll have the perfect pouty shape.
More reasons on why your foundation might look like this, and that. Does makeup look like this on your nose? It's okay, it used to happen to me too. Clean damp washcloth, lightly exfoliate, very, very lightly. Skip primer, niacinamide serum, try it. Check part 1, loose powder. It's gotta be loose, it's more finely milled. It's important to show you how much is on the brush. Now lightly press that all over your nose. Now I know you're thinking, why didn't you just use a matte primer? Matte primers can dry very quickly before you have time to blend them, and that can leave streaks resulting in patchiness. So I never dot foundation on my nose. Work it in on the outer perimeter first. Whatever's left on the brush is what goes on my nose. Press, don't swipe. Set with a puff. Now just take a look at that nose. That's the smoothest nose in the tri-state area. Now follow along, because remember, this is a series and we're only on part 3.
Let me show you how I went from this to this. Welcome to part 2. This is my everyday eye makeup look. It's amazing. I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Saddle Bronzer and I just put that in my crease and also on my lid. I'm gonna blend it onto my lower lash line as well. For eyeshadow, I'm using this palette from ColourPop. It's called the Wild Child eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna take the color Feisty, which is the darkest color. I'm gonna do a winged eyeliner. Taking that onto my lower lash line. Taking some more of that bronzer and I'm gonna blend that out. I'm gonna line my inner corner, which is gonna give us that cat eye look. Line my waterline with a black eyeliner from ABH. The mascara that I'm using is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang, the waterproof version. It's coming together. Bam. Still have to do my lips using Charlotte Tilbury Medium 2 Pillow Talk Lip Liner. Using some Benetint. And some Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the color Fussy. I really need to fix my hair. I'm not sure what to do with it, but this is the finished makeup look. Wow. Have having a really good makeup day today.
So you put your foundation in some water. That looks so weird. Let it marinate for a minute or two, and then you just put it on your face. This feels illegal. Doing this is supposed to make your foundation transfer proof, so I guess we will put it to the test. What the hell, guys? Why does it look so flawless? What is going on? For the moment of truth, does it transfer? I'm gonna press it against my foundation. Oh, it's not that bad. What? Okay, stitch this and try this hack.
Here are 10 makeup tips I wish I knew earlier. Blend foundation with your fingers to achieve a supernatural skin-like finish. To really set your base, spray your sponge with some finishing or setting spray. Your base is going to blend even more flawlessly and last a lot longer. I'm blending around the under eye area because we want to use less product to minimize creasing. If your brow wax comes in a jar, avoid double dipping. Instead, scoop some product out to work with. Marinate your concealer so you can use less product while still getting a full coverage. Spray finishing spray between every step, especially if you like to do your skin first. It keeps the skin looking fresh for hours and the base just looks soft and airbrushed. If your eyeliner smudges easily, set it with some dark eyeshadow or put some powder in this area where eyeliner usually bleeds. For eyes with epicanthic folds, apply inner corner eyeliner on the lower lash line. To brighten and open up the eyes, place highlight in this divot here. I like to bring it up and down into the lower lash line. When setting your makeup, go one step further by drenching your sponge with setting spray, tapping gently to melt the makeup.
If you apply your contour like this, keep watching. I have a better technique for you. When you apply it straight to your face like this, and you aggressively rub it with a brush, trying to blend it out, you're left with this slightly unblended, patchy foundation look. Like, now your whole base is ruined. Instead, I'll take the stick and warm a little bit up on my hands. For those of you who say this is wasting product, I've literally had this stick for a year and I've done this every single day. So if you don't want to do that, take the brush directly to the stick, spray the brush, load your product. Now don't scrub the brush into your skin. Lightly tap. Start from the hollows of your cheek, barely drag it out. Tap it up into the temple, forehead. Same with the blush. Tap and drag up. Run over with a sponge. I mean, look at that difference. Except less time. It looks a lot more lifted and smooth.
I've been receiving a ton of hate comments over on Instagram from both men and women telling me I am ugly, asking if I'm a man, and calling me a catfish. I am here today to stand up for all the women out there across the world who feel the pressure to look and be perfect. We compare ourselves to celebrities, Instagram models, and beauty gurus who will try to sell you a pore-blurring foundation while completely airbrushing their skin on Facetune. No foundation is going to blur your entire face, no under eye cream is going to magically remove your bags, and no contour stick is going to get rid of your double chin. Makeup is makeup. It's amazing, it's transformative, and it is fun, but it is never going to look as smooth as the people you see online because their makeup doesn't even look like that. Welcome to my new series where I ditch the filters and show you what makeup really looks like.
Friends, if you struggle with applying makeup because you wear glasses, I got you. Here are some makeup placement tips for glasses wearers. Your eye makeup should balance the look of your frames. Mine are from Jins. Glasses tend to direct attention to the upper eyebrow area, so to balance it out, I'm going to put some shadow under the eye to bring focus back to the eyes. These wide frames make my eyes look bigger, and I love how this shadow placement complements that. These metal frames bring light to the center of my face, aligning my brows, eyes, and lips in a V shape. To complement this alignment, I'm going to use a darker shadow to create a soft wing on the outer corner, place blush closer to my under eye area and nose, and put lipstick on the outer corner, softly blending inwards. With these dark rounder frames, I'm going to use blush and place them right where I would put my concealer, bringing it upwards into the temple and outer eye area. I'm also going to put some shimmer here to bring focus and brighten my eyes.
I'm gonna try all the makeup tips I recently found on TikTok so you don't have to. I mean, maybe you should try them. Let's find out. First, a lot of people are saying this Kosas foundation is amazing, so we're gonna try that one out. Also, first hack, blending in foundation with your fingers. This is supposed to give you a more natural glow. I would like to add something to this one. I always use this polyglucamic acid and I just mix a little bit with my foundation. So we're gonna do it with the fingers. You will definitely end up using less foundation this way. I feel like this one we already knew. I kind of forgot about it and it's really good. Also, if you're gonna use concealer, don't smear your foundation here, you know. Okay, so for concealer, just gently spot it where you need it and then let it marinate. let it dry a little bit. Just so you don't have to use more and more and more. And when it's a little bit dry, like your phone, dampen your sponge with your favorite setting spray and then blend everything in. This way the coverage is better while the product still is spreadable. Next tip I actually tried the other day, don't put your contour on your face. I know it feels like Picasso, but don't do it. Instead, take your brush and put the product on the brush and then like gently work it into your face. I was too lazy to do this before, but it makes such a difference. Just do it. Just do it. This was actually my hack, but I never told anyone about it. For the button nose, just use this filter as an example. It gives me the best little button nose ever. Also for an eye lift, put a little bit of contour here and a little bit here and then blend it in. Now, I'm sure we all saw this one because it looks Looney Tunes. You put the blush under your eye and use just a dot of concealer and then you just blend it out. And you're supposed to look like a Kardashian Jenner. I don't know about that. I mean, it looks cute. I think this is gonna look better now that we powdered down. For the powder, they said no baking. The kitchen is closed. Take your little powder and your beauty blender. Leave the excess powder on your hand and just press it in really good. This is a good one. I look freaking airbrushed. Next hack is for the brows. Always leave the end going slightly up for a more look. To make your setting spray last longer, use a sponge. It will look a lot better than if you spray it. Next tip is for the eyeliner. I actually use a pencil and just make a liner shape. Then just blend it in with a brush for a more smoky look. Last one is for the lips. So you use red liner. Put it all around your lips and then you just smear it around for a minute. Okay. Wow. I love this one. And that would be it. I can decide I honestly like them all. Try them all.
Okay, so a friend of mine does like makeup for celebrities. I know that we all have the same question. I was like, girl, how do they look so good on the red carpet? And she was like, listen, it is 3 steps. You start with a really good hydrating primer. She recommended the Becca Backlight Primer, but she said if you're in a pinch, this e.l.f. primer will work just as well. So you do like a lot of primer. And then you're gonna mix together 2 products on your skin. You said most celebrity makeup artists swear by the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I personally really love this. And then you mix it with a skin tint, not a foundation. So you literally just put this like all over. Okay, and then before you blend it in, you're gonna put on your skin tint. You do not need much of this at all. And you're gonna use a really damp beauty blender. Oh my god. Like my texture is gone. And do you see this glow? So there you have it.